Well, welcome to your final step of getting started. You've worked really hard, you've gone through the paces, you've looked at the videos, perhaps you've even done a binge watching and you've watched all of them together. I don't know, maybe you've taken it slow, but whatever it is, you've come to this time where we need to talk about, after all your hard work, after writing the contact list, after getting up the nerve to make the call, to set the appointment, you've sat with them through an overview that someone else has done for you, and whatever venue that is, whether it's a one-on-one, whether it's a Zoomcast, whether it is an in-home with a large group of people, whatever it is that you've participated in, you're at the end of that time, and your friend or your coworker or your business partner has all the information that they need, and now it's time for you to help them to find out, are we going to set up your account or not? So that's what we're going to talk about today, is in this little video, is the closing, the part of the closing. And here's kind of an interesting, funny thing is, you've done all this work and then you get to this point, and what some of us want to do is just kind of chicken out, basically, to be honest, is we just think, oh, I don't even want to know what they think, because what if they say no, and I've done all this work for nothing, and so what in the world? I just almost do not know what they think at this point. So we kind of take the easy way out. I'm going to encourage you that there is a better way to do it and a not so good way to do it. So we'll kind of contrast those views. So if you come to that time, first of all, you're not alone. You've got a whole support team that's going to help you. Your enroller, your mentor, whoever's working with you. We don't want you to do this alone. We want to be with you from the very beginning to the very end and helping them to set up the account. So let's look at what happens when you get to that point. First of all, what you don't want to do is kind of end in an apologetic way. For example, well, I know that I've used up a lot of your time, and I'm really thank you so much for listening. And it's that kind of tone, that you've taken your time out, and thank you so much. If you don't have time to make a decision right now, if you just want to think about it, that's fine. Just let me know if you do want to set up an account. I'm always here to help you. No, that's not what we're going to do here. We're going to posture up. We're going to man up, I guess, as the saying goes. And there is a better way that is not pushy that will get much better results. And that is knowing that you have just given this person some really great information, or you've at least led them to the table where they've learned some very valuable things. And so it has not been a waste of their time. So I want to kind of tell you what this might sound like. Sally, whoever, thank you so much for listening tonight. I told you that it was not going to be a waste of your time. Tell me, what was your most favorite part of what you heard tonight? What really intrigued you the most? Be quiet. That's hard. Some of us want to fill in the spaces, but just be quiet and listen to what they say. See how much difference that is? Thank you so much. I told you it wasn't going to be a waste of your time. What's your most favorite part? First of all, it's kind of hard for them to be negative when you're saying what's your most favorite part, because you're asking for them what's their most favorite part. So, and that the other thing is, you're going to find out what is important to them. It may be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I know I don't have to use bleach. I don't have to use those chemicals anymore. I knew they weren't healthy, but I didn't know there was anything else out there. I've been looking for something like this, forever. So I'm so excited. Or it could be, if I could just earn enough money to make a car payment every month, I can't even tell you what that would do. That would totally change our situation. So let's just talk about, what do you say at that point? Well, first of all, you don't want to get into this deep, dark discussion with them about what they're saying. So let me just let's go back to I'm so glad I don't have to use bleach in this house anymore. I'm so glad that this is an opportunity, to get that out of my house. And say, I know, right? I told you it wasn't going to be a waste of your time. It is so easy to get your account set up. All we need to do, and we can do it tonight, it doesn't take but just a few minutes, is I just need your email address and your phone number. And I'm going to send you this link. You're going to get an email with a link in it. And in the meantime, I'm also going to copy and paste this link and send it to you on Messenger. So either way, you open it up and you're just going to give a little bit of information like, where you want your products shipped, how you normally want to pay for them. I think they ask for your birth dates to make sure you're 18 years old. Just simple things. And we can have your account set up tonight. Does that sound like a plan? Does that sound like a good thing? That's it. And then again, you wait. So, what if they say, well, I'm so excited about looking at this that I could generate some extra income. That extra income could pay for a car or could help me get my kids through college or whatever. I know, right? That's kind of what I thought. That's the reason I thought about you. I'm so excited. It's so easy. It doesn't take but a few minutes to get your account set up. We can do it tonight. I'm going to send you a link. It's an email from the company. And I'm also going to copy and paste it and send it to you on Messenger so that you can fill it out either way you want to. And it's going to be some simple information like et cetera, et cetera. Does that sound like a plan? Is you ready to set up your account tonight? You have to ask that question. I mean, you really do. You spent all this time. They are waiting for you to tell them what to do. So are you ready to do that tonight? Does that sound like a good plan? So that's what you do. Now, they might say, well, maybe this isn't a good fit for me. Guess what? Nobody's ever died from being told no. It's okay. We're all going to survive. But I'm going to also help you deal with that and what to say and how not to give up quite so soon. But just remember, the first thing is just to ask what their favorite part is. And whatever they say, great. That's why I thought of you. I knew this wasn't going to be a waste of your time. It's really easy to set up your account, and you just go right into telling them what you're about to do. Does that sound like a good plan? Can we go ahead and do that right now? Ask. Okay? So with that, let's look and see what happens when they say, well, this doesn't seem like a good fit for me right now. Well, you're not going to die. You're not going to cry, at least in their presence. It's going to happen. It happens to me. It happens to you. It will happen. I would be lying if I told you that was not going to happen. It is. Doesn't happen that gosh awful much, but it does happen. Now, you will live, so that's number one. Another thing that is a rule here at Melaleuca is nobody loses friends over laundry detergent. Don't take them off their Christmas card list or anything like that. It just means that it's not a good time for them right now. Maybe they need more information. And so it's no more, just compare it to this. It would be no more upsetting, or should be no more upsetting to you than it is if you're at a restaurant and the waitress comes in after you've eaten dinner and says, would you like dessert? And you say no. She does not start crying, run out, quit her job because you didn't want dessert. She's just assuming that either you ate too much dinner, you're on a diet, you just don't want dessert. So it's okay. Maybe another time you're going to want dessert, but not right now. So just liken it to that. It's okay. I have friends that are my good friends that still don't shop here. It's okay. You hurt my feelings a little bit, but like I said, you get over it. Okay, but let me help you here. Don't give up too soon, because let's say they say it's not a good fit for me right now, and say, oh, okay, well, listen, that's fine, but this is a referral business for me. So even though it's not going to fit for you right now, I know you've got friends and family that it may be a good fit for. Is there anybody in your life that would appreciate this information that you just got that maybe would be a referral for me? Because this is word of mouth referrals. Ask for referrals, because I will tell you that by me doing that, I have several really good business builders. In fact, some of my main business builders are from people that weren't even customers at the time when they referred them. They just knew that I was doing something from home. They were talking to a person who needed extra income. They said, call Susan. I'm not sure what she does. Let me get you in touch with her. And they became customers and business builders. And they turned around and then referred my friend that referred them to begin with. Does that make sense? But anyway, so always ask for referrals, because that's a huge part of our business. It's word of mouth, word of mouth recommendations. But let's even dig a little bit deeper before you give up on that person that says this isn't a good fit for me right now. Very gently, just ask and say, that's perfectly fine. I can appreciate that. Do you mind me asking what part of the membership program is not a good fit for you? Just ask. And they're going to tell you. And here's where we're going to talk a little bit about overcoming objections. Now, this is, you're going to get this, and you're going to do this, and you won't be comfortable right at first, but you're going to get better and better and better. And the more objections that people give you, and basically there's just a few that they have when they listen, you're going to get really good at overcoming objections. And if that's the real situation, then you're going to be able to work through that. So when you ask that, let's just say that they say, well, I'm just not worried. I'm kind of worried about the 35 points. I'm kind of worried about if I will be able to shop for 35 points. I don't think we use that much. I would say, oh, well, I completely get that, because I kind of worried about that a little bit when I first started shopping, or when somebody showed it to me for the first time. I was wondering, I didn't know what points looked like. So I didn't know how much of these products I used. I knew that we were already taking a bath, brushing our teeth, using deodorant, all that kind of stuff, but I didn't know really what 35 points looked like. I will tell you that once you start shopping here, that's going to look like, you're going to laugh at 35 points. You're going to think, that's nothing. But that's part of what I do. I'm going to be your shopping coach, and I'm going to help you walk through and see what is it that you're already shopping for. Once you start shopping, if you see that this is a situation for you, that it's really hard for you to shop for 35 points, then all we do is just, you've tried it, you get your $19 membership back, and it's all good. At least you've tried it, and that's great. And so given that there's no risk, would you at least be willing to kind of check it out and see? Because I really think that you're going to be using all these products, and you're going to be using them a lot more than what you may even understand. Does that make sense? Let's just say that they say, well, first of all, let me just say you got to own it. Okay. That's part of the whole situation with this, is just own it and don't be scared of any question that they may have. But the other thing is, maybe they would say, well, this kind of looks like a pyramid thing to me. I mean, this kind of reminds me of Amway. You say, oh my, okay, this is not Amway, but let me just kind of say that I was kind of concerned about that at first. I didn't want to be a part of any multi-level marketing company. I didn't want to get my friends into something where they could get hurt. I wasn't interested in something where it was going to cost a ton of money to buying at certain levels, and I was going to have to distribute products and all that. But let me say, even the U.S. Senate has ruled that Melaleuca is not a multi-level marketing company. We're really so not that. But we even have a PDF that I can send you if you'd like for me to, and it's called Drawing the Line. And it shows you how we're very different than multi-level marketing companies. So I think I can set your mind at ease. So would you like for me to send that to you so you could look at it? Okay. Also, another thing that you might get, another statement sometimes that you might hear is, or objection that you might hear is, I don't want to be involved in anything where there's some kind of backup order where people are going to, I don't want to get products that I don't want. And I'd say, oh my goodness. I so get that. One thing I didn't want was to be getting a lot of products that I didn't need. I didn't want to be stuck in some kind of book of the month club where they were sending me things and charging my account, and I didn't know about it. So I can totally get that. Let me just kind of tell you what this is and what we're talking about. First of all, we don't do auto ship. This isn't auto ship. What we can do is every month you're going to be getting a reminder to shop, and you will either shop for the products that you need, and you can shop as many times as you want to, as much as you want to, or you will pause your account if you don't need anything, or you will let this little pre-select, and I'm going to help you with that. We're going to select things that you're using on a regular basis all the time, that if you ever forgot to shop, Melaleuca would not just cut your account out from under you and you lose all your benefits without you even knowing it. They would go ahead and send you these products that you've asked them to send you, that are things that you're going to use because you've chosen them yourself, and you can change it whenever you want to. It's kind of like overdraft protection. It's something that, well, first of all, I've been shopping for 14 years and I've never gotten one of these pre-select packs. I have one sitting on file. It's my vitamins and my laundry detergent, because I'm always needing that if I ever were to forget to shop. But the reason Melaleuca does this is because they wouldn't want you, for example, through the Learn to Earn program, if you had $100 of free products sitting there and you just forgot to shop, maybe you thought your husband shopped, maybe you thought you shopped, you forgot, and they just canceled your account since you didn't shop, and you would lose all that money sitting in there in your account. And so we don't want that to happen. Melaleuca doesn't want that to happen. So part of my job as your shopping coach is to make sure that that doesn't happen. And we're going to make sure that you have something on that pre-select that if you ever were to get it, that it's things that you're using already anyway. So given that that's okay, given that I've said that, does that make you feel a little bit better? So perhaps you can overcome some of those objections if it's really the objection, okay? So don't give up too soon. Just answer their objections. And again, let me just say this too, in the fact of the 35-point order, realizing that they can also have people that shop on their account. They can add people to shop on their account. They don't even have to do it by themselves. So if they're living with their mom, or they want their mom to be on their account, all they have to do is authorize them, and somebody else can shop on their account. I don't recommend that a ton, But if that's really an issue for them and they have a family member that might want to shop on their account, or just letting them know that that's a possibility, they definitely can. And that's part of our job as their shopping coach. And I just assure them that I'm going to be with them for the next 6 months. I'm really going to keep up with you, not to bother you, but just to let you know products that I think you would really love, and products that would really help you and your family, and products that I've certainly loved. And so we're going to help you. So did you notice that no matter what the objection, it was like, oh my goodness, I thought that too. I was worried about that too. But then I found out that, or I discovered with Melaleuca. And you can overcome. You empathize, but you overcome, because we know what they don't know. We have that 96% reorder rate. We have it for a reason, because people love shopping here. It's things that they already need. They're already shopping for these things. 35 points is hilarious to me. My husband and I shop for over 250 points a month, and it's just himself. It's just my husband and myself now, So, but I don't want to beat them over the head with that. I want to help them. That makes sense for their family, because that's what they're concerned about right now. So taking that pressure off that they're going to get stuck in something that they can't get out of, I want to let them know at any point in time, you can stop your membership. This is a trial basis. Month by month, you make a decision on what you want to do here and how you want to shop. So let me close by just saying this, guys. You're new. You're ready to get started. You just saw and you heard a lot of information, especially if you binge watched and went through all the videos at one time, or even if you watched them spread out, I don't know, but you've watched it and you're ready to get started. You may not think you are, but you really are. And so what I want to tell you here is that you're going to need help regardless. And so I don't want you to go out there and do this by yourself. That's so not how we work here. We want to do this with you from start to close. And so let us, let your enroller, let your support team be a part of the process. Don't ever think that you're bothering us. If someone is building a business here and we don't hear from you, then we're assuming that you're really probably not doing anything. I mean, I don't know how else to be blunt, but or how else to say it without being blunt, but this is part of a process. And so you're going to be learning. And so I want you to reach out to us and let us help you. For example, you remember back, I think it's probably the second or third little thing that we said on our training was to set up Voxer. That's why it's a 3-way communication with us. It's a great instant communication. So let me give you an example. Let's just say that you have a friend that you went to high school with. You haven't talked to them in forever, but you noticed on Facebook, your Facebook friends, you noticed that they're looking for something to do from home, but you're kind of scared. So you just pick up the phone, pull us up on Voxer and say, hey, Susan, I've got this friend that I want to talk to. You tell us the situation. Can you help me here? I'm a little nervous. Can you help me? Instantaneously, they're going to answer and say, yes, here's what I would recommend saying. Here's what you probably don't want to say. And they're going to help you to know what to say to set that appointment. Or you're in a situation where maybe you've listened on the overview and you need help closing because you're nervous. And so you say, Sally, listen, I'm on 3-way my enroller in because I'm brand new and I know you might have some questions and I want her to be able to answer any questions that you might have. 3-way us in. It's preferable if you have us on standby before you do the overview so we know it's coming. But anyway, 3-way us in, let us talk and answer any questions and help you go through that process and see. I mean, we really do want to be in your back pocket during this process. And just merge us and, into a call. And if you don't know how to do a 3-way call, I mean, don't feel horrible. Don't feel bad. You don't have to know all that stuff. We'll show you how. Call us and tell us, and we'll show you how. We'll show you how to 3-way Voxer. We'll show you how to 3-way messages. It's not hard, guys, or I wouldn't be doing it. Trust me, I'm the most non-technical savvy person. That's probably not even right verbiage, but anyway, I'm not. So if I can do it, you can do it. So my point is, guys, bring us along. No one wants to do this by yourself. So you're ready to go. Like I said, you may not feel like it, but you are. So this is a simple process. Rinse, wash, and repeat. I mean, really, this is not a complicated business, but it's a very rewarding business. And I want to close by saying that you've been given a gift. You've been given a great gift. I was given a gift 14 years ago. I shudder to think where I would be, what I would be doing right now if Rhonda, my friend, had not thought enough of me to call and ask me to check out this shopping system, to check out this business. I shudder to think my health-wise, I can tell you some of the things that would be going on. I would still have asthma, which I don't. My son would still have asthma, which he doesn't. My daughter would still have eczema, which she doesn't. I would still be living on a prayer and a wing in a business where I had tons of overhead. I was not making a good living. We would be in debt for my kids' college education. We would be in debt from weddings that we've had. We would not have anything for retirement. We would have not gone on trip after trip after trip with my family. I mean, there's so many things that would not have happened in our lives if Rhonda hadn't thought enough of me to pick up the phone and say, I've got something I want you to look at. You're my really good friend, and I could not tell you. Even though I gave her a ton of pushback just in the approach of itself. I mean, I tried, questioned her. I was like the worst person that you could start with as far as calling. But she hung in there. She did it the right way. She just said, hey, you know what? I'm not even asking you to get involved at this point. I just want you to get the information and see if it's a fit. And I did, and whoa, what a life changer. So I was given a gift 14 years ago, and you've been given a gift. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep it a secret. Take what you've been given. Think about the people in your life. Think about the people that need what you have, and offer to get them the information. Invite them to get the information. We're in the business of changing lives. Our mission statement is to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping people reach their goals. And so what I would encourage you to do today is to do just that. Think of the people that mean the most to you, and let's reach out to them, and let's get started, and let's do this together.